Thank you and welcome to our three-part series on integration and module development considerations, Part 3, with Ruslan Devyatko and Mark Franks. In this video, we'll be discussing what are the top issues ISVs seem to struggle with in working with the Acumatica ERP platform. Stay tuned and enjoy.
So just to kind of, one of the things I think I'd like to ask as well, so we have best practices, but what do you see are some of the top issues that ISVs have that they really struggle with, that they need to focus on so that they're not struggling so much? But what, in the platform and in their development practices, where do you see the ISVs in general, especially new partners, where they seem to struggle? You get a lot of support calls out of it. They really shouldn't if they were pointed in the right direction.
So the first part, again, at trainings, we do receive a lot of questions from people who just started, especially with screen-based API. That was a horrible mess. Because people start with these commands that they have to pass to Acumatica, and they don't really know what's the order of commands is right or wrong. So they just compose something, they send it. If it works, they think it will work everywhere. Then they try to work with another customer who has other financial configuration, other modules enabled, and they realize that their application for unknown reasons to them doesn't work. They have to talk to us, they have to find out that, okay, we didn't know this, we have to modify that, and no one wants to change things that used to work before, because it's very unclear why it worked in one case and why it doesn't in two others, right? So realistically, understanding the product is a huge benefit. And before trying to work with the product or integrate with the product, it's never a bad idea to play with the product for a week or two. To play with the product, to try to work with the product as an end user. I understand that with all developers, we all try to automate things. But first of all, we need to try the product. Try it with our hands and see if it's flexible enough and what are the patterns to work with the product, even through web browser. Well, because we being an integrator, we integrate with this product. It's just a different interface. It's not a computer screen, it's an API, but it's still an interface, because API even means application, a protocol interface.
Programming interface.
Programming interface, yeah. This is natural. The other piece is that sometimes, and this is the same reason, the lack of knowledge. Sometimes people don't know that Acumatica has a great caching mechanism. We cache query results, we cache data inside user session. We try to optimize applications / database communication as much as we can. When developers don't use the framework properly, they get rid of all these benefits. In the end of the day, it appears that their module or their customization might work several times slower than the basic application. And it's not. They think that this is the framework which that they don't use the framework properly or something, but it might be one or two code lines that should be added or replaced with something different. And the worst thing here is that most of these practices are listed several times in the training material. And every time we have to go back and forth and refer to training materials. Right. This is not a bad thing. The problem is that you have to spend hours, sometimes days or even weeks, figuring out what was the problem. And it's very disappointing to see only one line that makes the horrible work.
Yeah. So what about KB articles? Do we have KB articles? So can they search our library and find information easily?
So right now we have a huge and very various knowledge base at Stack Overflow. If you check for Tag Acumatica, you will find, I would say, 20 to 30 new threads every week. And these threads come from different parts of the world. the questions and topics are very different.
Right.
People ask about integration, about customizations, about Acumatica framework. Sometimes you get issues even installing Acumatica ERP.
Right.
So even this pretty simple questions are also asked at Stack Overflow. So you can find a lot of
Stack
information
Overflow
there.
is a great resource then.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
developers. Yeah. Any others? So we have Stack Overflow. What else? Are there any other places where they can get information? I mean, we have documentation, of course, on the APIs, but besides Stack Overflow, is there any other places they can look for information before opening up a case?
Yeah, so realistically, there are three major resources. Stack Overflow
Right.
is the public knowledge base. The second resource is our trainings. Trainings are available for free for all partners at
Right.
acumaticauniversity.com.
Right.
We do have two separate developer badges. The first one is Acumatica Certified Developer, and the second one is Acumatica Certified Integration Developer. As far as we split it, ISVs into three separate buckets, we should also divide developer certification into two separate pages. And the first resource is help articles. The entire help library is integrated into Acumatica. With every single Acumatica ERP website, you do get the complete help library,
Including the APIs?
including API reference, customization guide, mobile framework guide, which is a very important thing to start with and get up to speed as fast as you can.
Yeah, we'll probably have a separate post on that.
Oh, I'm sorry for mentioning this.
No, that's okay though. No, just it's good. We have to entice people, right, to keep viewing.
And what was the contract and screen-based API reference? That's the other part that we also have available right now in the latest Acumatica build.
So really, we have a very rich help system.
Absolutely.
Built right into the product.
We invest a lot and we keep on investing a lot. With 6.0, we release only those features that are documented and have the complete coverage in our help library.
Okay, good. Well, that's excellent. Well, I appreciate you spending the time with me today after a long day, a long 3 days of training and all the preparation that goes into that. So I'm sure you're ready to get some dinner, some sushi. I believe you guys are going for later. So hopefully you'll enjoy yourself a little bit and not have to worry about class tomorrow, right? Just about your flight. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
All
It was
right.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching part 3 of our series of videos on integration and module development considerations. To view the other videos in this series, please visit us at adn.acumatica.com. Thank you.